Dr. Pakhi, I'm so frustrated. I've been planning a trip with my mom and dad for 2-3 months now, but मेरी मम्मी मान ही नहीं रही है.
But क्यों?
Actually, she has diabetes, so she's constantly worried about managing her food and diet when she's on vacation. So it's been very difficult because she's always worried about क्या खाना खाएंगे, कुछ food options मिलेगा कि नहीं, so that her sugar levels are in check. So does this mean that my mom as a diabetic can never indulge in a vacation? Can she never go on a trip?
No, that's not true at all. Actually, they can. Even diabetics can. Ultimately, when you're a diabetic, it doesn't matter because vacation and traveling is actually about learning different cultures, experiencing different cultures and activities. It isn't just about what you eat. So I never tell any of my diabetic patients कि आप नहीं जा सकते. Yes, there are different measures they need to take, things they need to plan thoroughly before traveling, but I don't think that it's a definite no. I think one of the biggest things is diet. So the best way we like to combat as doctors we suggest is portion control. And always when you're going to a place which is rich in culture, try the local foods there, local fruits, local vegetables, local delicacies. If you're trying something like sweets, compensate it with something which is healthier. Like in India, I can tell you, right? हम लोग कितने सारे different cultures हैं, but everybody follows a very simple and healthy diet. So if you are going to travel, rather than indulging in things which are not of India, like pizzas and burgers, which आपको authentic नहीं मिलेंगे, go and enjoy that place का authentic cuisine, which is any day going to be healthy. The other thing very important is try to exercise. Even if you are going on a vacation, nothing stops you from working out, right? Whether it is the morning strolls, whether it is an evening sunset stroll, something like that you can still enjoy as part of your vacation and stay healthy while traveling. So that's what I would suggest to you and your mom.
Right. So what are some of the basic things that people with diabetes need to keep in mind when it comes to their food and diet when preparing for a trip?
Now that you're a diabetic planning to travel, I would suggest number one, now we have technology. आप उसका इस्तेमाल करिए. Search hotels, restaurants beforehand in the city where you're planning to travel, which are diabetic friendly, which provide diabetic friendly options to eat, healthier options to eat. That's the easiest thing you can do. Pre-plan, and ultimately as a diabetic, that's the most important thing. Pre-plan your trip meticulously ताकि आपको वहाँ जाके टेंशन ना हो, right? Always pack with you healthy options. Like somebody like me always has in my bag is like trail mixes, millet cookies, sugar-free biscuits. These are just things, and even things like oats. Something as basic as oats. कुछ नहीं मिला खाना या कुछ heavy खाना खाने से पहले, you can just choose these options. Which will be healthy also, they'll be safe also, they'll be known to you also, so you're not trying to enter some unsafe waters. If you're traveling by flight, my suggestion is please book your meals in advance and always opt for the leaner options, the high protein options. Those could be like chicken, fish if you're a non-vegetarian, paneer, tofu if you're a vegetarian, and in any food that you consume, try to consume less of carbohydrates and more of proteins. So even if you're going locally to eat, let us say you're in Mangalore and you're going to enjoy some fish curry and rice, take lesser rice, take more of fish. That's the healthier way to do, and this could go any part of the world you want to travel. These are some of the basic things. If you are somebody who likes to travel by train, then even better. आप अपना घर का खाना ready करके, 1 or 2 meals you can pack and keep it in separate boxes, containers. Gravies और थोड़ा जो भी आपका wet होता है वो separate रखिए. Rotis, chapatis, those are better options than traveling with puris. So if you plan this well, I don't think you would have any problems with your mother or anybody that you're traveling with.
Right. So Dr. Pakhi, जब भी हम vacation में जाते हैं, we either order in the hotel we're in or we go out and eat in a restaurant. So in this aspect, हम कैसे manage कर सकते हैं अपने food and diet को, so that I know the right things to order for my mother, so that she can enjoy her vacation, eat the right things, and still keep her diabetes in check.
So that's an excellent question, Jigyasa. So when we're planning a meal, whether it's going to a restaurant, whether it's ordering in, I would say 3 main things का ध्यान रखिए. Number 1, vegetables. How many vegetables you can take. So when you're ordering, order things which are more vegetable content, less gravy options. Right? Number 2 is the kind of protein you intake. When you're order things which are more baked, sautéed, grilled in terms of, like I said previously, for non-vegetarians we're talking about chicken, we're talking about fish, leaner meats, and for vegetarians we're obviously talking about paneer, tofu, dry fruits, kaju, things like that. So try to opt for lesser fried options and more of sautéed and grilled and baked kind of options. And last important factor is, when you're choosing your breads or rotis, try to opt for plain rotis as opposed to butter rotis or naans or kulchas or paos. Those tend to be more refined and are slightly more unhealthier as compared to your basic tawa roti. Best things I suggest to my patients is, whenever you're planning to eat outside, start with a healthy portion of salad or salads, kheera, gajar, mooli, tomato. Eating those in plentiful amounts will first of all curb your diet a lot, and you will eat naturally lesser than you would if you were going like hungry first and eating those options. So applying these small things can really help a diabetic person eat healthy while still going out. And if you're still in doubt, agar you are feeling ki nahi, at least for breakfast options, you can try to pack something which you can cook in your hotel room. You can pack oats, ready to cook meals, some kind of pancake mixes. So if you have the option of getting a kitchen or a kitchenette in your place of stay, you can always cook a meal for yourself, and that's obviously the healthiest option of all.
Oh right, Dr. Pakhi, I've actually seen these products on the Phable app, and there's actually an exclusive and limited time promo code that's going on. मैं अपनी मम्मी के लिए बहुत सारे products लेने वाली हूँ, and it's gonna really help me prep the vacation and get my mom on board. So continue watching this video and I'll tell you more about the promo code. So मुझे खाने का तो समझ आ गया है, but when it comes to drinks and beverage, how can we manage that?
Well, Jigyasa, the best drink for diabetics ultimately is water. It helps them to keep their blood sugar in level, it helps them stay hydrated. But of course, if any diabetic wants to try something else, they can always go for unsweetened teas, preferably without milk. You can carry those herb tea bags. That will help bring the sugars naturally down, as well as give your water a different taste. In terms of milk products, I would suggest going with buttermilks. They're generally more healthy, and if you're going to a place which is warmer, it'll help cool the body down as well. My only suggestion is, if you are somebody who's tempted and likes to order fresh fruit juices, try to avoid that temptation as much as possible. Go rather with eating the whole fruit, because it'll bring the fiber along with it. But if you really want to drink a juice, try to ask the person to not put any added sugar in it and have it naturally sweetened, whatever the fruit's natural flavors are. Try your best to avoid carbonated drinks, boxed fruit juices, because they're exceedingly high in sugar levels, and that's going to cause a lot of problems in your blood sugars, and that's something we don't want on our vacations, right, Jigyasa?
Whenever we're traveling, it's possible to have high and low blood sugar level fluctuations. मेरी मम्मी के साथ भी हुआ है पहले के vacation trips में. So how do we manage that?
You're right, Jigyasa. So as you're on a vacation, there may be some disruptions to your normal routine, in which case diabetics can experience very high sugars or very low sugars. It is normal, but what I do suggest my patients is to have that awareness. If you are developing any symptom, any fatigue, or any dizziness, any headache, any hunger pangs, serious hunger pangs, to be very aware at all times, and at the first sign, make sure that you're vocal with your family and friends about it, right? Because we don't want it to reach to a level where things have to go to a hospital. Next thing is, as a diabetic on a trip, make sure you have a glucometer with you. At least check your glucose levels once a day. If you are feeling any of these symptoms, definitely check at that point as well. These 2-3 main things are going to help you solve the problem at an earlier stage. So yes, if you find yourself in that situation where your sugars are more than expected, you've checked your blood sugar and it's gone a slightly bit higher, my suggestion is, number 1, drink plenty of water. Water is going to help dilute your blood sugars. Second, if you are able to, take a walk. Physical activity, anything to keep you moving, so that utilization of glucose starts happening, right? Unfortunately, if you find yourself in a situation where the sugars are extremely high, I would suggest don't waste time. just immediately go to a hospital near you and let them take care of you. Do not wait for something to happen and then only respond to it. As a diabetic, it's most important that you are very aware of your body while you're in an unknown surroundings. On the other hand, if you find yourself in the opposite situation where your blood sugar is falling or is normal से थोड़ा सा कम है या थोड़ा ज़्यादा around let's say 50 or 60, what I would suggest is try to eat anything which is fast acting glucose. So you can take like a banana, you can have any hard candies, you can have a chocolate which is nearby. Try to eat little, take some rest for some time and reassess the situation. So don't panic. Take things step at a time, make sure your blood glucometer is with you and keep assessing the situation and act accordingly.
So Dr. Pakhi, in addition to the points you've already mentioned, what are some of the other things that a person with diabetes who's traveling can take care of to manage their sugar levels?
Excellent question, Jigyasa. So if it's somebody like you who's already planning a trip, it's not something which is end minute, I would suggest make sure that your mother meets a doctor, visits her doctor before she goes on the trip. Make sure that if she has any blood tests which are pending, she runs those tests and the doctor is well aware of her current state before she goes on. If there are any medication adjustments that need to be done, if there's any insulin change that needs to be done, the doctor can prescribe well in advance before getting on the trip rather than waiting end minute. So in addition, things you want to carry and make sure that you're doing is carry extra set of medications, extra set of insulin injections, any batteries with the glucometers, lancets that you may need, of course ice packs. Make sure you have a good set of ice pack and you're keeping it in the freezer when you reach there so that your insulin doesn't get wasted. Obviously, one of the most important factors is having good footwear when you're traveling because you want to be physically moving around, so you want to make sure that you're comfortable as well as you're protecting your feet. So these few things if you're able to do, I think most of the diabetic patients have a hassle-free vacation time.
That sounds very, very helpful, Dr. Pakhi. Thank you so much.
So I hope this was something that you can utilize in your personal life. My only word of caution is make sure you're worrying about these things before and after the trip, not on the trip, and make sure you're not using food as a point of obsession on these trips. Enjoy with the people that you've gone with, see and experience the culture, experience the sites you are there to visit. Worry about food, it has to happen before you go on the trip and while you're on the sitting area eating food, and that's the only time when you want to have fun, when it's time to vacation with a family or a friend. That's what you're there for, and that's what's going to make your diabetes worry-free.
I think these tips will be very helpful in making a vacation a more enjoyable experience for anyone who is living with diabetes.
Hi, we hope you found these tips very, very helpful. If you are someone with diabetes and would like to get started on your vacation planning, or you're going with someone who has diabetes, download the Phable app from the link in our description and shop a range of diabetic-friendly health and wellness products. We have this exclusive promo code for you for your next purchase to make your vacation planning even more simpler. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to Phable's YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to get more updates like this.